once this weekend.
Only once? Jeez. All right, folks. SF Comic Co. I'm trying to rally. I just found out all my comics, all my toys got water damage. I have to go clean it up after the show. So much shit's fucked up. Oh, damn it. All right, so I'm gonna try to rally. I'm a little distracted. I have some water damage down in my storage, and a bunch of comic boxes and toys are fucking fucked up and damaged. So a couple $1,000 worth of damage. So I'm gonna be a little distracted, a little fucking. But hopefully you can rally. Luckily, we have some good folks here. We have Victoria, your awesome Harley Quinn makeup inspired outfit. She goes hard. She's our Harley Quinn expert on the show, so we're going to go to her to perk us up and make us feel a lot better. Victoria, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I feel like Harley Quinn expert is a strong word, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
You're the closest we got. So, Rick, Maximum Effort, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm fucking just bummed for you, bro. It feels like when it happens to you, it fucking feels like it happens to me, man.
I don't even know. I don't know the extent, but it's pretty bad. I found out just right before the show, so I'm just like, oh man, really? All right, it's gonna suck going down there and like seeing what's bad, but we'll see.
Hindsight's 20/20, but in the future, I'm sure you'll take a bunch more precautions and shit.
The shit's been down there for
it's like
30 years. It's just been down there for nothing's happened. And of course, today, of all weeks, of course, this week, some shit like that will go down. Like something else I have to fucking complain about. Oh well. Let's see. All right. So, welcome to the show. This is the SF Comic Co. This is the SF Company Hour. This is our weekly show where we just like to shoot the shit, talk comics, movies, TV, toys, all the cool geek shit that's happening in the world. So this week we're going to be talking about the Suicide Squad. We're going to do a full spoiler review, just a little bit. We're going to run through some news. We got some toy reveals, some movie news, some comic news, a bunch of stuff to talk about. So let's run through this. Let's see. First of all, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're a big nerd. So welcome. Let's go through a couple of chats. What's up, nerds? What's up, Krista? Johnny Boy, yo. Gabriella, what's up? What's up, Gabriella?
What's up? That's the one.
So sorry. Yeah, so sorry with it. So sorry, Ray. May the force be with you. Thanks, Krista. Wow. Well, I'm gonna need a lot of force. Oh my god. Oh no, that sucks, Ray. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Yeah. Rerum Trading, first to say first.
He's first.
John Conroe and Demon Accords. There you go. Right on. All right, welcome everyone. All right, so let's jump through some news here. Let's see. Let's start with this. Let's start with some toy reveals. Toys always get me in the good mood. Let's see. Toys I will get damage in water. So we got we got one for you, Victoria. We got the Harley Quinn from the Harley Quinn Prey from McFarlane. This is part of the multiverse. I don't know why this is coming out now. Birds of Prey, came out 2 years ago? Well, last year, right?
I think it was last year. It was 2019.
Yeah, 2019. All right, so 2 years. This is a McFarlane. This is what she comes with. She comes with a little purse, her little purse, little.
Oh, it's her breakfast sandwich.
That's the breakfast sandwich. Okay, there you go. I think the face is a little off. The body looks cool. I like the outfit and stuff. Victoria, you gonna pick this one up?
I might. I'll add it to my collection.
There you go.
She has her roller skates, which I have very similar roller skates downstairs. I should have brought them up with me.
Yeah, you could have rolled around.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Harley outfit?
I like the nightclub, the red and gold, like diamond checkered. But Oh, you know what? The end of Birds of Prey. She has this blue jacket with like all these cool patches on it. I do like that jacket. And she has the red glasses when she's driving away.
We got some Marvel Legends stuff. So we got an X-Force 3-pack right there. This is this is like during the Rob Liefeld X-Force era. Thankfully, this Cannonball has legs because they released this Cannonball without the legs, just with the blast effect, and people were like, "Where's the legs for this figure?" So they finally did it, and we get Rick, the action figure right there. Got Rick the Richter.
Wow.
See,
we got Josh figure now. I got a figure.
You get the Rick. His name is Richter, so it makes sense.
I'm gonna get a custom figure of that. I'm gonna go make my own Max Effort Grayson figure from that.
There you go. It's only a couple steps. We got some Super 7 Transformers. They're doing reaction figures, which are like the 3 3/4 scale action figures, like kind of the Kenner retro kind of style. So we got the movie coming out. They're doing movie figures. These are small scale. Hot Rod, one of my favorite Transformers, underrated in my opinion. And we got Galvatron, of course, Megatron turned Galvatron. And this one's pretty damn cool. This is a Starscream with the cape and crown from that scene once he and Galvatron comes and kills him after he takes over from Megatron. I love that. That box art is fucking awesome right there. Just the most arrogant fucking Starscream ever. I love that shit. So yeah, just quick little toy reveals. We got some casting going on this week. So Wednesday, the Tim Burton, is he directing or is he just producing?
I think he's producing, bro.
Okay, he's producing. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna we got some casting. We got Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia, and we got Luis Guzman as Gomez. They cast the Wednesday a little while ago, I believe. Let's see. These are the Smallville guys producing it too. Goff and Miller. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a lot of people are shitting on the casting of Luis Guzman. I like the casting. I think this is great. You look at the old Addams Family fucking cartoon. He wasn't the most handsome looking motherfucker, but he had charisma. So I think the Luis Guzman. I think they're going for. I think they cast a Latin actress, right, for Wednesday.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was a Latin actress. I like Luis Guzman. I think this is it's not anybody I would expect to play fucking Gomez, but I think it's Tim Burton produced. We're this close to getting fucking Johnny Depp as Gomez, but fuck that. Victoria, what do you think of this casting? Luis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones as the patriarch and matriarch of the Addams Family.
I'm very excited for Catherine Zeta-Jones. I think that's a great casting. For Luis, I think most people, anyone that would be upset, is thinking back to the original film, the original series, whereas he does look more like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Or the comic.
Yeah. And who's John Astin was the one in the 60s? Yeah, he wasn't a handsome man here. So Rick, I want to hear your anger over the cuddly Luis Guzman. Why are you gonna fat shame him? Huh?
No, it's not. It's not even the fat. It's not fat shaming. It's not. So I just can't hear him being Gomez and taking him seriously. I know this actor. I've seen him in a lot of movies. All I'm picturing, Pachanga from fucking Carlito's Way, is now fucking Gomez Addams. And the thing is, he always has this kind of, it's this New Yorker, Brooklyn. I'm not dissing on accents or anything, but I don't think I can fucking buy like Gomez Addams coming from like the Bronx. So I just don't want Gomez Addams talking like, "Hey, puppy, hey, what's going on, puppy?"
Got on me, yeah.
That's if we get that, dude. I mean, I tell people, I'm like, there's a difference between being an actor and just being a person who just goes into, and you do roles. You're just reading a script and you're just you. Jesse Eisenberg's made a career out of it. Will Smith's made a career out of it. A lot of people made a career out of it. But, sometimes you get some fucking like legit actors who fucking like kind of change and they fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. I fucking every time I see him in something, I'm like, I believe who the fuck he is. Willem Dafoe. You know, they're people who are good actors, man, and it's just.
I don't think these are. They're not. It's called Wednesday, so it's not really going to focus too much on the parents. So
it doesn't matter. You just got to find the essence of the character, and if he sounds off, it's gonna sound weird, dude. I'm telling you. Catherine Zeta is actually a pretty good cast for Morticia, but I'm just not digging the accent or the shit that might come with how he's gonna portray Gomez, dude.
You haven't seen it yet. You don't know how he's gonna portray it.
I haven't. I didn't see Raul Julia's. I was kind of weirded out, but to me, Raul Julia is like one of the guys who that's my Gomez. You know.
Well, yeah, it's and for a lot of people the cartoon, a lot of people the comic strip was their Addams fans. So everybody has their different interpretations.
I grew up with the same things, but it's just like a lot of people right now. It's just like what's their introduction to the Addams family? I have history with the Addams family, so I get no. It's like I read I read that stuff when I was a kid. I grew up on the show, and again I know that John. It's like I love John Astin. Raul Julia did a better job. There's the people who Oscar Isaacs was amazing in the animated.
Yeah, I thought the animated was pretty good. Did you, Victoria? Did you watch the animated one?
No, I've only seen. I think it was the black and whites.
Okay, the old school one.
Am I thinking of the right one?
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. If they would have told me that they chose Oscar Isaacs, I would have been. It's like, the voice is already perfect.
I would have been fine with the cartoon cast being live action. That would have been fine. Yeah. Well, they do what they want to do, say what they want to say.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, let's see. Gabriella, they just opened up a new anime store near my house with posters, figurines, plushies, etc. And it's cheaper than Japantown. I'm so happy. Oh, wow. Awesome.
Oh, what's the name of the store?
Yeah, what's the name of the store? We want to rate it. Although Raul Julia's shoes will be big ones to fill, I do love the Guzman. I do too.
I do too. I mean, but it's just like you know what? He's usually reserved for like Mafia Underlord number 1.
No, this is playing against type. I like it. It's a different casting for him. It's he can he's a good actor. I think he's gonna do something different with it. It's gonna be. I think he's gonna do something fun.
He's the same dude in every film, dude.
All right, give him a chance. Give fucking Luis. Give the Goose a chance.
I'll give him a chance, but I'm just telling you, I'm using the prophecy powers right here.
Well, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Hopefully, I don't say this wrong. Epis Ben Zenon. Hello, can I have a request for Ray Doomzilla and Max Everett Grayson? Can you show the full design T-shirt you wear now with full screen each other? Thanks. Oh, we're talking about that.
You always rock something.
There you go. All right. See, we need a paywall for that. Let's see. All right. So let's jump.
Not affiliated with any of these, crazy shit. This is like The Punisher, Frank Castle. So.
All right. Let's run into this Why the Last Man trailer. Let's see. I didn't watch the trailer. I'm kind of like I'm gonna watch it. So I'm kind of like I don't need to watch the trailers for this one. I'll turn it on while you guys talk about it. Victoria, did you watch this trailer at all?
I did watch the trailer.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was really interesting. I am definitely interested in watching it. However, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
something's happening. Something bad has happened. The president is dead. Spoilers for the trailer. But besides that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a great comic. The comic is really good. It's basically, there's a disease that pretty much wipes out all men on Earth except for one guy left. And so he's, and the infrastructure goes down pretty quick because, a lot of men are in charge of certain things. So like shit goes down, but then it's kind of like how, the world kind of processes losing like half the population, all men. And so it's a pretty interesting story. I do like, this has been on and off for so many years. There's been so many I think Shia LaBeouf was supposed to play Yorick at one point. There was a couple TV projects. There was a movie. This went back and forth. But the story is really good. The comic book is it lasted only 70 issues, Rick? It was 60, 70 issues. It wasn't that long, but it was a hell of a story, a hell of a run. So yeah, I'm interested. It's all about Yorick. If you cast Yorick right, I'm not too sure about the actor playing him, but we'll see. It's FX has been pretty good about some of this shit. So the comic is really interesting. If you get a chance to read the comic, it's fucking really good.
Is it a teaser trailer or is it a full trailer?
I think that's this is a full trailer. Yeah, this is coming out in September, so this is coming out like next month. So yeah, this needs to be coming out. Yeah, they need a full trailer. So yeah, we had like a little teaser a couple months back. So this is like the full on. And Ampersand, his monkey. I'll throw a monkey in anything. I'm watching it.
He's a monkey.
Yeah, he's a monkey. Yeah, he has a pet monkey. Yeah.
I need to rewatch this trailer. I didn't see a monkey.
Yeah, it's about a 2-minute trailer from the one I saw.
Yeah, 206. Rick, you finished the comic, right?
No, I was in the middle of it. Like I think it was like 3 trades in, and then I kind of just stopped because stuff happened and slowed down in buying comics. Yeah. So yeah, it's something I always wanted to go back to, but I didn't get to finish it. Good thing. I'm kind of glad because I get a chance to probably catch up with the show and then eventually get them, and that way I don't fucking rip it apart when it's so much different. But this looked pretty dope. I like the cast. Diane Lane, and the guy who Ben Schnetzer, he doesn't feel that bad, dude. He feels like he's gonna be a good Yorick.
Yeah. I'm still on the fence with it. Like, you just have I've read the comic and you just have a certain picture in your head about certain characters.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's like with you and Gomez.
No, for me, it's not how I picture him. I picture him. It's how I'm hearing him. That's the difference with Gomez. I'm telling you,
I'm adding it to your trigger list.
And don't add Luis Guzman. Pachonga's great, right? Pachonga's great. Gomez Addams casting, that might be the trigger.
So Victoria, if you had a choice to watch this or an old episode of Lucifer, which one are you gonna pick?
Oh, well, there are new episodes of Lucifer coming next month. But I would, yeah.
Yeah, is this the final season of Lucifer?
It is September 10th. Set your calendar. Yeah. Mark your calendar. Set your alarms.
What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. There's some speculation that the detective, Chloe Decker, is pregnant. I don't know if that's going to happen. That seems strange.
Is that the Antichrist?
Yeah, that would be Rosemary's Baby.
There you go. All right, now it's a show.
I don't think that's going to happen in this series.
All right, let's jump. Let's see. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see. So Batman Urban Legends #6 is coming out. This is so it kind of this is kind of hinted. They've been kind of talking about this for a little while. They've been hinting that Batman's third Robin, Tim Drake, has basically come out as bisexual in the comics. They kind of did this with Iceman a few years ago, where they kind of said, "Oh, he's gay now." Really not leading up to it. There's been stuff where they like kind of went in and kind of like said, "Okay, this is we kind of pick and choose like these little things that writers have thrown in and say, oh, this is where it began." But no, I think it's kind of grasping at certain things. And I've read that like some people have been trying to do this for a while with Tim Drake. So I'm all for inclusion and making creating new characters with we've talked about this before, kind of like don't try to kind of rewrite history and kind of force these characters in certain roles to like fit a certain agenda. So I haven't read the story yet, and I've been reading Tim Drake since probably the beginning, like since he was created, literally when the beginning. So nothing has really shown me, unless I'm, not picking up certain clues that certain writers have been throwing out there. I haven't really seen that in from the character, but this is what they're doing with the character now. So it's pretty interesting, I guess, if you could say that. So Rick, I'll go to you first. You're the big Tim Drake fan. So did you read this story, man? What'd you think of this?
I haven't read the story.
Yeah, I'm talking about the story about what's going on.
About what's going on. Yeah, it's more of the same that I've been saying, dude. It's the willingness to change characters to just Well, just like willingness to change like established characters already. I'm all for creating new characters. That way we can create new legends. I'm tired of jumping on other things to, satisfy. If you're gonna create, man. That's what it's called. It's called creating. I'm just tired of this shit. Honestly, it's just you have to stand on your own two legs, and that's why you create new things. And there are new characters that have succeeded, but it's like those uncharted waters that these creators don't want to go into. It's the easier thing to take an established character, and let's just let's gender swap. Let's change his race. Let's change this. Let's change that. Just create.
Yeah, I think it's somewhat just pandering, I guess, in some ways. Like has not been not in that subgroup group of folks. So maybe this is a good thing for certain people that they have a character to relate to. But like you said, I like characters brand new to be created, not just kind of like rewriting his, like the stuff they did with Iceman was kind of forced. Like he's never they try to pick these little things. Oh well, that right there, that was like a hint. I was like, nah, that's kind of grasping at straws. And these are fictional characters. They're on the whims of whoever's writing them. And so, you can write, character however you want, but I don't know. It just seems like they're, for certain things like this, I don't know. I feel it didn't come naturally. I don't know. It just kind of seems kind of forced. Like when, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn has, she didn't start off as a bisexual character, but she, kind of eventually and it kind of made sense for her storyline, the way she, she was treated by, certain characters and kind of how she, kind of progressed into that. And she is definitely, a more interesting character, but she definitely has more facets to that. But what do you think about all this, Victoria?
I think taking an established character and kind of changing their origin and changing them to be gay, straight, bi, it cheapens the point. Because the whole point is to be inclusive and to create these characters that other people can look up to, but you're just like, okay, well, now you can be gay. I was like, why can't I like the idea of bringing in someone new and creating like a new, I almost said new platform. I don't think that's what I'm looking for, but creating new characters for people to look up to, new role models. You can do much more with that instead of changing what's already established.
Yeah. And they did that in Immortal Hulk. Like there was a character that, you found out later in the series that they're transgender. Like doesn't really, it was a brand new character. Doesn't really change the character, doesn't really make but it's just something you found out later. Oh yeah, by the way, that's this, and then you find out 30 issues oh, okay, that's And
I was gonna say that that DC does a very bad job of this. Marvel does a very good job of this. So
yeah,
so Miles Morales is a perfect example. Kamala Khan, another perfect example. You have new characters to take over these roles. Who's Ironheart? What's the girl's name?
Riri Williams.
Riri Williams, and you just have new people to come in and take over. It's not Tony Stark that you're switching over. It's not Peter. It's not Peter Parker. You're switching over. You're introducing somebody new to the whole thing.
And they credited Wiccan and Hawkling, and they were the first superhero marriage 2 years ago. So it's you can create these new characters, and create these new characters. You could do whatever the hell you want with them, and if you want to make them gay, straight, whatever, whatever. That's
so. What is it? Because the thing is, I think we've seen this before. Because even personally speaking, it happened for me when I was reading, Ted Kord throughout all of Crisis on Infinite Earth and other JSA stuff. I got to learn about Ted Kord, the first Blue Beetle. Or I think he's the second Blue Beetle, or the third. It's confusing sometimes.
I think he's the third.
He's the third, right? So then it comes down to Jaime coming over. He's taking over the role of Blue Beetle. He's not He's not Ted Kord.
Well, this is more about changing the sexuality,
But that's what I mean. It's just. But there's always. But that's the same thing. They do that. Who was the guy who was? What's his name? What's his name? Son, Green Lantern son, Obsidian.
Yeah. He was a gay character in the comics, but then they decided, oh, let's make Alan Scott gay too. It was like, well, you have a great gay character right there, already created, ready to go, who looks cool, has cool powers. Push that guy. Like, why didn't you push that? Make this a headliner. Make him team up with Superman. Make him part of the Justice League. You know, put him in a fucking movie. But they want to like, oh, let's do the splashy. Let's change an established character that had no inclination towards that way maybe. And like, there's been certain characters like North Star in John Byrne kind of hinted at his sexuality early on, and then when he did come out, it wasn't like a super shock because like there were some like seeds planted. So I don't know. I think it's just I don't want to say lazy writing. I think it's trying to do something. I don't know. Sometimes it's just picking at straws, and there's better ways to do it. I think it's pandering to a lot of folks, but I'm not in that group, so I can't, speak for,
It's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. I think it would be more.
It's no risk.
I think it'd be more beneficial if you take a new character and introduce them to an established character and kind of educate the new character on, oh, I'm gay, I'm trans, this is what it means. And it can help people who are against those views, who are a fan of Tony Stark, see Tony Stark learning and becoming an ally and accepting someone who is gay can help change someone else's mindset going, oh, gay is okay. Not saying that a comic book is going to do that. But I think it will do more to the community than just going, okay, he's gay now.
So, like, one of the characters, like, in Marvel, right? So you have, like, Ghost Rider. A Ghost Rider is just like it's a demon that kind of keeps possessing people. You could have we had a lady Ghost Rider yet, right? Like, I don't think we have, right?
I think we have, actually. Yeah, I think I've seen a lady Ghost Rider before.
It's just like this is a Ghost Rider has been like so many people. To have a lineage of superheroes, people take over. That's what's cool. Somebody new.
Yeah, there was a lady, Alejandra Jones.
Alejandra, I like that. they could have had Tim Drake go be Red Robin, have Batman go choose a new Robin. This person just happens to be bi, and more amazing, and a different Robin, and a different Robin than everything else that came before this. Like I don't want them changing shit for Nightwing. You saw what happened. Let's make him a murderer. I'm not with that shit either. Like, dude, it's not in the character.
And in the story, he's kind of like, it's not even like he's come out and said that he's bisexual. He's kind of like he's kind of inferring and kind of saying he's like questioning, and he's always been like a good detective, a very even like better than Batman in some cases. So
he is better. He's better than Batman. Bruce wasn't keeping secrets at that time. Shit, he figured it out.
Yeah. It's.
I'm just tired of like. There's so many great ways, and we can make so many new characters out there. There's room to bring out new, because this is a new age of comics. This is a way for them to kind of just like appease people with an established character. That way they know, oh, okay, it's safe. It's not going to fail. Don't worry about failing. You write good. People fucking will read.
Me write good. You write bad.
We sound like King Charles.
Laurie, by changing canon, it discredits everything that came before it. It almost slapped in the face to the fandom and creators. And I think, and it just kind of gives fuel to these like fucking assholes that are really just hating on this for the wrong reasons. It's just they're hating on it because they don't like bisexual people. They like gay people. So this gives them little fucking cannon to like throw in people's faces. Like, oh, see what they're doing? They're woke. So you're just getting them fuel. Like Krista well said, Lori. Lazy imaginations nowadays, half-assing stuff. Yeah. It's just. I don't know. It's you can't really win. You really can't say like you're against this because then you're like, oh, you're homophobic. You don't like that. But it's like, dude, this is like we've been reading these characters for a long time, and then like trying to shoehorn this kind of shit just kind of, I don't know. Just like Lori said, it's just kind of a slap in the face to a reader. Like just when they try to make Spider-Man the Spider clone try to make Ben Reilly the regular. He was the Spider.
He's Spider-Man.
He was, the stories you read for the past 15 years were just a clone. So this is like, no, that's fucked up. You're insulting the reader. So, it's I don't know. It's kind of pandering, but we'll see what happens. See how it plays out. It's not going to change my love of the character. I love Tim Drake. I don't care, whatever.
Still my favorite Robin.
Yeah, so it's not going to change my love of the character. It's just kind of like, why are you doing this? Just for the headlines, or just, you took some minor thread that somebody had like a long time ago and think you can run with this and make, have your book. I didn't hear about this book, Batman Urban Legends, till they, posted it everywhere. So it feels like it's pandering. It's going for hits. So
like believe me, I get pissed when they change other shit and like fucking the storylines for these guys. When I read fucking Identity Crisis and they fucking killed his dad, I was like, dude, he was supposed to be the Robin who didn't have that fucking tragic background and all that shit. He was supposed to have somebody else, that wasn't Batman. And they took that shit away. That's one of the things I'm fucking more pissed off than this, honestly. That they fucking killed fucking Jack Drake. Fucking killed his anchor to not fucking just being fucking, Batman's fucking, bitch for a couple years.
And of course, all the headlines are running with the Robin's by like Robin. They're not explaining who the Robin is.
No, they're not.
And just like I don't know. So it's just I don't know. It's just giving people jokes, pretty much. I don't know. I think it's going to have the opposite effect of what they're trying to do. But it's. I'm sure I'll read the story. I'll just kind of see what they if it makes sense. Maybe it makes sense when you read the story and it's kind of like okay, that kind of it's a natural progression. But I don't know.
Ray, the one thing I will tell you, dude, this is why I like original owned content. Because you can come out right off the bat and just fucking come out with, controversy into what you want to write. Like, I fucking love that these writers now, they're unapologetic in how they write their stories. From, page 1 of fucking book 1. Hey, this is what it is, and here we go. This is the story. Like, take it or leave it. And they're fucking great stories. These are great writers. Fucking James Tinian's fucking great, dude. I'm talking about, what is it, the Bureau? The Truth Bureau?
Department of Truth.
The Department of Truth. That I've read it 2 times because I needed to get this. A lot of the shit between where the fuck they're going. It's kind of jumbled.
It's a weird book.
It's a weird book, but in it there's a relationship in it, and it's just like, all right, that's cool. Like for people who fucking think that there is no place in it for this, you're fucking wrong, dude. There's place for love in everything, dude. One of the best scenes I've ever seen in a comic book movie, that's even like one of the most romantic scenes, happened between 2 dudes in Old Guard. It's fucking great hearing those 2 guys fucking go back and forth. If you listen just to the dialogue, you could take the people out of it. That dialogue is written beautifully. Who cares who's on screen fucking performing it or writing this shit? Fucking that's what we look for. We look for the writing. It's human drama. That's all it is. It's all emotion. Fucking people get fucking so fucking caught up in the package. Just fucking create new things, man. Just stop holding on to some other shit and just create some fucking new shit. I'm tired.
Rick, I'm sick of you always wanting people to focus on your package, man. I'm sick of it.
Sorry.
Let's see. Gabriella, what happened to Dr. Psycho in the new Suicide Squad? Was Dr. Psycho wasn't in it?
Was he supposed to be in it?
Maybe.
Cutting room floor shit. You know what though? There's a lot to talk about with that one.
Let's say we'll be talking about that in a second. Don't worry, buddy. The Honda free comic book day this Saturday. Yeah, August 14th. Go check out your local comic shops. It's free comic book day. I think kids get unlimited comics, and a few certain spots are giving out like a limited number. So it depends where you go. Go check out Amazing Fantasy. Go check out Mission Comics. Cards and Comics Central on Gary, Comix Experience, Comix Experience Outpost, who recently we talked about it a couple weeks ago. They got bought. Somebody bought them, so they're going to keep going, which is good. They're staying. Yeah, I'm not sure what the name is going to be. I think they're going to keep Outpost, but I don't know. But somebody came in, and it's not a finalized deal yet, but it looks like it's going to be good. So somebody swooped on it.
Hey Ray, honestly, bro, if we start hearing about these fucking, this Bay Area shops closing down, we should maybe fucking like try to figure it out and you know.
Oh, it's the dream to be disgruntled comic book guy.
Oh, dude, it's fucking
Half my stock is all ruined now, so I don't have any fucking stock now.
Brody and fucking TS and shit.
Crystal talking about Why the Last Man. Great concept. Excited about to be introduced to the story. I hope he lives up to the reviews of the comic. Yeah, the comic's really good. Yeah, Brian K. Vaughan. Very good comic. We already talked about that. Lori, there are so many other characters to focus on that are LGBTQ already. Use them. Yeah, that's what I've been saying, advocating. Like, there's these great characters that you don't fucking push, and you want
Midnighter, man. Fucking put the Midnighter out there.
Yeah, Apollo, man. Why don't you fucking see a movie of them two, man? Those guys. Yeah, those guys are awesome, man.
They're not names.
Yeah, well, they don't push them, so they're not going to be. It's just like, you know, with in wrestling, you don't fucking push these guys. Yeah, they don't have a time to shine. Yeah. So no, you know,
I like the reference.
There you go. Just for you. All right. So we're gonna jump to the full spoiler. Well, let's talk about non-spoilers first, kind of our initial thoughts, and we'll jump into spoilers after that. About to say Guardians. The Suicide Squad. This is James Gunn coming in. You know, the first Suicide Squad was, you know, very divisive, if you will. I like some of it. There's some parts I really like. Some parts I kind of had some issues with. But we had James Gunn coming in, being kind of let go by Marvel, and DC said, "Sure, come on over. We'll take care of you." So he took over the franchise. This is kind of a sequel, like kind of a reboot. It does feel like a sequel because it has like some threads carrying over and some characters carrying over. So it feels like a sequel to me. But James Gunn has gotten like free carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants. So we got the Suicide Squad. This premiered last Thursday, and I'm not doing great as far as like business, but you know, I this is definitely one of the better DC movies. Whoa! Filthy's got a new Scream today. Wow,
it's a nice Scream today.
So yeah, the cast was really good, and you know, you have the James Gunn. If you're a fan of James Gunn films, he started with Trauma films, the Toxic Avenger, cheesy C-list, B-list fucking movies from back in the day. So it's very very schlocky. Have you ever seen the movie Slither? This definitely has some hints of Slither in it. But of course, he's famously known for you know, doing the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and kind of bringing those into prominence. So Victoria, before we go into our spoiler bit, because there's a lot of shit. Basically, it's hard to talk about this movie without spoilers. But overall, what do you think of this flick? I can't believe you only watched it once. I watched it twice, and the fact that
I'm watching it right now.
I watched it Friday at the drive-in, the day it came out. I was planning on watching it either again Sunday night or Monday night, but traveling back and forth between Hollywood and Riverside and managing 4 theaters got in the way, and I haven't been able to watch it again. But I liked it. I thought it was a little long and it dragged in places, but overall, I do think it was a better film than the first one. And the rated R was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If the characters felt more authentic, just like the language they used, because they said fuck a couple times. And it felt like more authentic to the characters. So it was cool to see.
Yeah, it definitely had like when you do a movie like this, you definitely need to have like an R rating, like, because it's, you know, a bunch of like the scumbags of society, all, you know, in a war situation. Yeah, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be cutesy. It's going to be brutal. So this was definitely, they did take advantage of the R rating, which I appreciate for sure. And that, you know, that of course might hurt it in the box office and whatever, but I don't care, man. We got at least one good Suicide Squad movie, and you know that's.
They didn't take it too far. I think we got just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough gore and foul language.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw a couple boobs and some penile. So we got it. You know, we got it all in this one. So what would you give it grade wise, Victoria?
Ooh, out of 10?
Yeah.
I'd say somewhere around 8 or 9. Okay. Definitely go watch it. I'm watching it again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Rick?
I give it a 9.4, man.
9.4?
9.4, yeah. It's super.
I'm gonna give it a 9.3.
Yeah. it just rates super high. You know what it is for me? I guess maybe my experience is different when I watched it, because me and you watched it the same way, right? We didn't watch it in a drive-in. We were watching it in like a fucking, pretty much like a carnival ride.
Yeah, the 40X.
In the 40X. So it definitely keeps you engaged, because you just don't stop moving or anything, or getting shit shot in your face. But like Ray told you, center seats from now on. You got to get them center seats. It's a lot different experience when the fucking explosions happen.
Yeah,
which are many in this one. But I the one thing I liked about it, I was laughing and entertained throughout the whole thing. It just I was like, all right, they're going to the next thing. You know, everybody had their part to play, and everything was great, man. You know, so I loved it. You know, it's probably gonna be, I would say it's definitely in my top 3 DC movies of all time. It's I don't know about the Snyder Cut. I have a lot of problems still with the Snyder Cut. It's a great fucking movie, but I have a lot of problems with that one, and I don't have as many problems with this one. This is fucking great. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Like Victoria said, I think there was some slow parts in the middle, but the action towards the end was just amazing. It was so good. So we're going to talk about that. Let's see right here. Let's see. Krista, Suicide Squad, pretty dope in the 40X, fun but not distracting. Yeah, it was it was more than I expected. I thought it was like, oh, it might be a little jolt, but I was like, oh shit, we're actually moving around and doing shit. Like, okay, and like,
told you, man, Goonies. I can't wait. If that needs to happen, Goonies and that 40X needs to happen, man.
All right, so let's jump into spoilers. Full spoilers from now on it. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it on HBO Max. Come back and watch it. All right, 40. So full spoilers. All right, so let's like we'll kind of go through the characters and stuff. But the beginning, great. Just the stuff with Michael Rooker as Savant, D-level Batman villain. Very basically all the guys in. We knew a lot of these characters were going to die spectacularly, and they lived up to that, because that first scene on the beach, they just get fucking taken out. We'll just. So yeah, Victoria, let's talk about what was your favorite death from the beginning. What was your favorite?
Favorite death was Weasel. Also, my least favorite death was Weasel, because I wanted more of him.
Yeah, well, you got a little surprise at the end.
I thought the characters would have lasted more than 5 minutes. There was so much hype around, like, this actor's in it and that actor's in it, and then they just died.
I had a feeling that was going to happen with some of these guys. Like Pete Davidson, I was like, oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
I like how we all thought Polka Dot was out. But
yeah, he seemed like a very I didn't think there was it's great having free reign with these characters. And I kind of wish they had a couple more A-listers like in this movie, sprinkled in this movie, just like a couple A-listers. Not, they're doing what these are like. Some of these are like fucking F-level fucking villains, man. These are very, 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 very fucking low-level villains. So I guess it gives you kind of like more to play with. You get more stuff to do. But the cast was really good. The opening, I think, Jai Courtney. Sad to see Jai Courtney. I was kind of upset.
I was bummed about that one. Yeah,
that one kind of fucking bummed me out. I was kind of bummed. But I did like Weasel. I like the whole conversation on the helicopter when they're heading to the beach, and they're asking like, what is this, a dog?
What dog is this?
Afghan hound.
It's a werewolf. I've always wanted to be a werewolf.
He saw me next to a fucking werewolf. That was pretty good.
He killed 27 children, but he's harmless. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best part right there.
I don't know the ages. If they were teenagers, it was justifiable. So. Yeah,
that was gonna be so quotable, man, and for years to come.
Yeah, it's funny. Like they mentioned, like he killed a bunch of kids, and like, oh, when he got resurrected at the end, and people were like, "Yay!" Like, oh, he killed a bunch of kids. Rick, what about you, man? What was your favorite death on the beach?
Oh, dude. Well, I like DDK's death because they shot his arms and he's fucking just on the fucking and Fillian's fucking screaming and like he's just chewing it up, man. I fucking love it. Fillian is great in just everything that he fucking does.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
He's a fucking nerd at heart, and I love the guy for that. So yeah, TDK was pretty good, but Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson, fucking, that fucking just pow. I was like, yes. Good, because I knew what was coming. The one death I hated the least was Mongal. I thought she should have fucking survived a hell of a lot longer, man. I thought
Mongal's fucking tough in the comics. She's like super.
Mongal's sick as fuck, dude.
She could throw down with Superman.
Exactly.
So her dying like that, that was kind of like, oh, she's like a little more tougher. I think she could survive that, but that's it's just wanted somebody expendable, I guess. Maybe they could set up, Mongal coming.
They found her too. We never know. There's other people. Okay. But yeah, I did not like Mongal dying. Man.
Yeah, that was a little too quick. So we find out, once they get taken out, we find out we get the real squad, the real team coming in. The music is really good in this movie, like all the way through. Like the music choice, the score is really good, especially at that last scene when we'll get to it, but again, all the rats attacking Starro and stuff. So let's talk about the main squad. So we got Idris Elba as Bloodsport, of course. This was going to be he was going to play Deadshot because Will Smith, but they were like, oh, Will Smith might come back, and no one wants to see that.
Okay, go ahead.
And Bloodsport in the comic, his power is pretty much he can bring weapons from other dimensions. Like he can bring. So they kind of switched it up in this, where his suit is made of weapons. They're all different. Like he pulls something off his chest and turns into a weapon. Pulls something off his leg and combines it and turns into a weapon, which I thought was a cool little.
He was Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, pretty much.
I call him.
A cooler Inspector Gadget. So yeah, we got him. We got John Cena as Peacemaker. I believe he was in Checkmate in the comic. I believe very kind of a corny character in comic, and they picked the perfect guy to play him. John Cena's fucking corny, but corny in a fun way. And then we get who else we got on the beach team? We get King Shark, voiced by Sylvester Stallone. Probably steals a damn movie from mostly everyone. He's the definite scene stealer. And we get Ratcatcher too. What's the actress name? I thought she was great. I thought she's definitely like kind of the heart of the team for sure. So yeah, let's who stood out to you, Victoria, on this the main squad where we're following through the movie?
Harley Quinn. No, my favorite person from the squad was probably Ratcatcher.
Yeah, she was good.
Ratcatcher too.
Yeah.
Also, the name is just hilarious.
Yeah. And when that's kind of like in the comics, they would like have the who's and stuff and be like, oh, this is Ratcatcher 1, this is Ratcatcher 2, this is Umbrella Man 1, Umbrella Man 2. So yeah, I thought I like Taika Waititi playing their dad at the end. That was cool. That was a sweet little moment. It's oh yeah, we forgot Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man was a part of the squad too.
Daniela Melchior for that's Ratcatcher 2.
Okay. It's pretty cool. Rick, what about you, man? Who stood out to you?
I loved everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody was fucking awesome. I loved how Idris and John Cena just were going. They go back and forth. That's a buddy cop movie right there, man. Those two fuckers. They have those two. That's on-screen chemistry. It's that. It felt like it's two friends just talking shit the whole time,
trying to one up each other and trying to like outdo each other, so swinging their dicks around, how friends usually do, like trying to.
It's sick. I love Ratcatcher 2 for being heart. She's definitely heart. The pain of the group is definitely Polka Dot Man. David Dastmalchian, that guy is fucking everywhere. I'm just happy he is. He right now is starting out as a character actor, but he's gonna be like somebody in the future that's gonna be like best. I hope so. Best actor. He's a good actor, man. Yeah, just
one of those character actors that just he's
gonna get big.
He picks these. Well, hopefully at some point he's been in the business for a long fucking time.
Dude, William H. Macy didn't get big for a long fucking time, and he's
sure. You just get that right role, and you can.
He'll get there because the guy, he's talented, man.
He's definitely so yeah. This the concept I did like Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She definitely acted like
awesome.
she was acting more like Amanda Waller in the comics because Amanda Waller in the comics is the fucking bitch, man. She is not a fucking nice person.
Brutal, man.
She's a brutal fucking person, man. The best is that cover where she's like yelling at Batman. She's like fucking. It's a great classic Suicide Squad cover. So let's go through with like what was some of your favorite scenes? Like what were some of your favorite kills? What was some of your favorite moments? Victoria, what was some of your favorite moments from this movie?
Favorite moment, because we're already talking about Idris Elba and John Cena. I love that part where they're infiltrating the camp and they're going back and forth with this competition. and then he's like, "Oh, you missed." He's like, "Give it a second." And then the guy like explodes and he's like, "Shit!" all mad and just stomps off. Like that was great.
Yeah, just a little. Like what that moment too when he's like fucking, they're going like he's like flipping him off and he's like, and then Cena's like giving a little jerk hand and then it just does the little tilt. He does it just does like a little tilt when he does it. So he like imaginary hits him. So that's just that little like tiny moment right there. It's just like so good. That's a great scene. Yeah, I like how they all like they killed off the whole like the whole fucking.
Right?
Yeah, see, and that's what I mean about the buddy stuff. Like they're all going one up at each other, but then when they both figure it out, they kind of look at each other like, well, we didn't now they're together.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly. I love that unity because it's right there. That's buddy shit right there. That's buddy cop movie stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was a good scene. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about the ending, the last 20 minutes, the big villain of the movie, because that's definitely one of my favorite scenes. Rick, what was some of your standout scenes?
Dude, my favorite scene is actually a hard scene to watch because it just shows once again how good fucking actors are. Idris Elba talking to his daughter.
Oh, you know, fuck you. Fuck
yeah,
you. That was the most real fucking parent like child relationship I've seen on screen in a long time.
And that's what I mean. You know, like honestly, Will Smith don't have heart like that when it comes. I could never see Will Smith doing something like that. They should just cut out Will Smith's character, never bring him back, and just say Bloodsport's fucking Deadshot. Mm-hmm. Somewhere down the line.
Yeah. It's just he's such a better presence, a better just all around actor.
It's just
you imagine that scene with Will Smith and his daughter, like him trying to pull that off. No. It would just sound like the Fresh Prince, yelling at fucking his DJ friend.
Jazz.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff. You know, it's like I love that particular scene. One scene happens a little bit later because it shows more heart for another character, fucking King Shark Nanawe, when he's in the circular the aquarium and he's friends and he sees all little things and they're making shapes and then he just runs to the like a little kid just and he starts running around and the things follow him and then all shit fucking breaks loose and
I thought that scene was fine. I think if he cut that scene, that would have been fine. He didn't really
need a little relief in there. I like when he made a peacemaker out of the bomb.
Friend. Yeah, still was great. That's a perfect guy to cast as the voice. Just you have that distinct voice, and he just has that dumb heart to that voice. You know, just I like that scene too when he's about to eat Ratcatcher 2. And she has to sit him down. Would you eat your friends? No. I also love her Ratcatchers too. Is Pet Rat, the pet rat trying to bond.
What's his name? Sebastian.
Sebastian. Yeah, the fact that the rat was trying to bond with Idris Elba, who, like, we find out has a fucking phobia of rats, and I like when they find that out over the comms. They're like, "Did you know that? Like, it's one of my vulnerabilities. I'm not gonna reveal that to you. I'm a mercenary." The rat tries to bring him a leaf. He's like, "Oh, like what the fuck am I gonna do with a leaf?"
I like Sebastian. I like his little. What is he wearing? Like a hoodie? He's wearing a little jacket.
Little vest.
Yeah, a little vest, backpack kind of thing. Yeah, I guess I don't know what the fuck he's transporting, but yeah, I thought that was cute. Those little moments like that were just so cute. Let's see. Krista, love my black and red Harley. Yeah, I like the classic. I
like that's my favorite fucking costume.
Yeah, I like that one. The one she wore at the in the beginning, I kind of like too. The one in the beginning of Suicide.
Like kind of the bombshell.
Yeah, I kind of dug that one. Yeah. Pokemon, Polka Dot Man delivered. Never thought I would enjoy him so much. Kudos to that. Yeah, I think that was mostly that. I think you put somebody else in the actor that wouldn't work. I think he nailed it. Like he just had that Norman Bates kind of feel to him.
That's a good cast right there, man.
Yeah, to be Norman Bates. Yeah, or shit, if they cast, make a new Willard movie, he'd be perfect as a Willard. It's I think he was great. I love the stuff with his mom. Like you saw everybody has his mom. When he's in the club, he's all dancing with his mom all around. It's so fucking hilarious.
You almost missed that part though if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, you kind of just
you're like, oh, they're just people. Like, no, he's dancing with his mom.
It's pretty fucking funny. That was There's just those little James Gunn kind of like weird fucking moments in there. It was really done well. I enjoyed Peacemaker turning heel. Yeah. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, you kind of knew somebody was going to turn on somebody, so it's and he's coming back, and he's kind of in his own head, of course, justified. Some of the best villains are justified in their actions, and so he's going to have his own HBO spinoff. So we got a little tease of that in the after credits. But yeah, no, I want to see some more John Cena. John Cena's just like showing up to the premieres and talk shows, just dressed in character. He's fucking he commits, man. He commits.
The best thing is he enjoys the fuck out of it too.
Yeah. Like, he's a kid. He's a big fucking kid, just enjoying this shit. Like, yeah.
I like that John Cena doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yeah. I you know what? I think he's gonna have more range than The Rock, man. I think Rock is very one-dimensional. I think I think Batista and John Cena are going to be the guys that really come up and really show some range. Big Leo 415, go check out the Gold Dirty Bastards. I think they're having a show tonight, so go check them out. We got a big preseason game this weekend and Saturday. I think we got a game. Yeah, preseason's already coming around. Yep. Bloodsport needs a movie. Yeah, Bloodsport was awesome. I hope he shows up in the John Cena show because I want to see some more of them, like kind of going at it and kind of their rivalry. So hopefully they have him jump in for that. So yeah, we get great scenes all around. The stuff with Harley Quinn. I like her escape. Her escape was really. I thought the romance thing was kind of a little too dragged out. Her kind of the little romantic thing with the dictator guy. I think that could have been kind of shortened. But you kind of have. It's Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. She's the biggest star in this movie. She's the biggest character, she's the A-lister in this movie pretty much. And so they have to give her that kind of thing to, kind of show off her acting chops. I think this is definitely the best Harley Quinn. I think she nails the accent in this. It wasn't like fluctuating, whatever. I think she's definitely, this is definitely her she's so in love with this character. She embodies the character so much. And so I think she really nailed it. I thought that scene kind of went on too long, but it paid off with her escaping and her pulling the fucking lethal weapon move, pretty much like almost a shot for shot lethal weapon when Riggs fucking escapes. But Victoria, what'd you think of that? The whole scene with Harley Quinn and her romance and her escape and all that.
I didn't expect for there to be a romance. Like, it makes sense, like, after the fact, like, watching it. Do you think she's just going to, get taken and escape? Like, you didn't expect for her to be married off to the guy. I thought it was hilarious that she killed him because red flag. Kill you instead of let you hang around and just break my heart. And her whole way of explaining it to him as he's just slowly dying on the floor. But the best part of that whole not really a scene, but that whole sequence of the film is them trying to rescue her and her just showing up like, what are you guys doing?
You were gonna rescue me?
Like, I'll go back inside.
That was pretty good. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's a fun ensemble. They all play off each other well, and that's due to the writing. It's James Gunn knows how to write characters. He knows how to write. You saw what he did with the fucking D-listers in Marvel. Like, no one gave a shit about the Guardians of the Galaxy in Marvel.
Nobody.
So that sucks that this is not doing more business, which this sucks. The pandemic is still all going around, but he's rumored to be doing a lot more stuff with Marvel. He's going to go to more stuff with DC. He's going to go to Marvel, finish up his Guardians trilogy, and then he's going to be doing stuff at DC, which he clearly he knows his DC because we got one of the greatest fucking villains to ever grace the screen in the DC movie. We got Starro the Conqueror, super deep cut DC. I love Starro. I've always loved Starro. I always thought the concept was great for Starro. Starro first appeared. He was the first villain the Justice League fought in when they premiered in Brave and the Bold. So he was the first villain they ever fought. So he has DC lineage. He's been around for a long time, and they pretty much nailed it. And they just the fact that it turns into a Godzilla kaiju movie at the end just speaks to my inner dork. I love that shit so much. The ending was great. I just like the battle. I like them completing their mission. We find out the mission is they want to cover up U.S. involvement in this whole thing where Starro's they're experimenting on Starro. They find him in space. And they bring them out. They can't, experiment on U.S. soil, so they go to the Corto Maltese, which is a comic book reference from Dark Knight Returns, and also a Batman '89 reference where Vicky Vale took photos at the Corto Maltese. It's a made-up DC CD, so that was cool. Cool little reference.
It's world building.
It's world, yeah. Well, smart. You have all this history. You go through it and pick these little things, and us dorks will pick up on it. Like, oh, that's awesome. I know what that reference.
That which James Gunn knows his shit, and that's why it's a good fucking movie.
Yeah. So I love Starro. I love the whole interaction. I love the way the visuals of it. The last scene where they're all kind of dire and. The Ratcatcher's on the floor. Ratcatcher 2's on the floor, and she said, Starro's on this city belongs to me, and she said, no, they don't belong to you. They don't belong to the people. They belong to them. And then the fucking rats just come up, and billions of rats come up and pretty much take down Starro. A great shot of Harley Quinn. I love the setup with the javelin from the beginning. She gets the javelin. She doesn't know what the purpose is. He dies midway trying to tell her. And so you get the javelin. You get the great, excellent shot of her going into Starro's eye, and then all the rats coming in and start nibbling at him. You see the blood flowing in the water. A beautiful shot.
Great music too to it.
Yeah, the music is real. I want to definitely pick up the score. Like the actual music they use and the score is fucking great. So I definitely want to pick up both of those for sure. Victoria, what'd you think of this ending? This big Starro, big hoopla.
I was driving into the theater as the first showing was ending, and as I'm pulling in, I was like, "Is that a fucking starfish?" I was so confused at what was going on, but I thought it was great. I feel like it was the perfect villain because it's comical at the same time. It was so perfect for this movie. The one thing that kind of grinds my gears a little bit is that Harley doesn't swim. Harley can't swim.
When they established that in the movies?
What's that?
Oh, what was that established in the first Suicide Squad when she was drowning in the?
Mm-hmm. She's like, put in I can't swim, and then they drop into the ocean from the helicopter, and then she's swimming through the Staryu's eye, which fine.
Well, she could have learned to swim.
She learned.
Yeah, that's good.
It's been a few years, but I was like, hey man, we need to address.
That's not canon.
Learn how to swim.
Yeah, so I guess it's not canon. All right, I guess it's not canon. It's but that visual of her floating in the blood coming in, the rats flowing in, that was very very poetic for sure. They take them down. I love that. The ending was great. I thought the ending was awesome. It really they did a good job. James Gunn really did a good job. Jim Pacelli, what's up, Jimmy? Starro, and yes, they did a great job with him. Yeah, Jim knows the old school DC, man. He knows it. Starro is fucking cold, and they nailed Starro so well. I'm so glad they did that. 6 Scale Reviews, what's up? Go check out last week's episodes. You want to see some hot toy talk with Dan from 6 Scale Reviews. That was a fun episode. I like how they went with Bloodsport's new comic costume design. Yeah. The old one is not the greatest. I don't think it would be on screen would not work. I don't think so. But yeah, it was kind of generic costume. I don't know. It didn't really stand out to me as far as costumes go. But it's what it did was cool. I like what it did for sure. All right. So if you're watching right now, please like and subscribe to the channel. I always forget to do that, but like and subscribe, all that cool shit. All right, Rick, what'd you think of this ending?
Well, I fucking love Starro, dude. I like the fact that you can take a chance with villains that people don't know, characters you don't know, and just you can make them big, because that's just how you introduce them. You fucking put them on screen because they're so awesome. I think the one thing I loved about the whole Starro, when he finally escapes and we have the whole, downtown kaiju fight, is when he expels the little Starros and they actually latch on. Those are panels out of a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it looks like it's a panel out of the comic book. How the facial, the attachment, very Puppet Masters, very Robert A. Heinlein stuff. It's I like how it's like a mindless zombie. Once Starro gets control of you, that's it.
You're dead. Yeah, it's no like, oh, we can release him, and no, it's just like, oh, it makes it easier to kill all those people too when you do that. Yeah, no remorse on that.
It's done. So I kind of like just appreciated the whole old school drive-in monster movie kind of ending with that kind of character. Because what do the heroes do? Heroes should just walk away because it's a giant fucking 200-foot starfish fucking rampaging downtown. And if they do the heroic walk, they turn around, just, all right, here we go. And they just start walking at it with like the fucking cool music playing in the background. And it's dope. It's definitely David versus Goliath, which I like. I like that tone that even the Suicide Squad didn't really fucking take him down. Yeah. Kaiju Fieldy. Yeah, I know. The Ratcatcher and the rats pretty much won that battle. It's the smallest character who had the most compassion about everything was just, we have to do this. This is the way to do it. It's movie had heart, man. Suicide Squad, the first one, it didn't have heart. I think it tried to go too urban, like crime lord syndicate fucking Suicide Squad. I think Suicide Squad's supposed to be a little bit more like this.
Yeah, you can tell he's a fan. This took a lot from the early
70s action movies, dude. 70s, 80s action movies.
And the comics from the 80s. This because Suicide Squad appeared like in the 60s, I think, but they weren't what they were. John Ostrander, his run in the 80s, they kind of premiered in Legends, and then they came out their own series, and that's kind of more what it was. This movie felt like a lot more because it was more like that team, kind of gritty, like Dirty Dozen kind of feel to it. So yeah, it was good.
It wasn't Harley saving the day again. I like that it was Ratcatcher with an assist from Harley in a sense. Yeah. So it gives another character a spotlight, and also it's just girl power.
I think that was like my biggest issue with the first one. It was Harley and the Suicide Squad. This is the Suicide Squad because as much as Harley is a character, other people had more storylines, and they, it all weaves together. It wasn't just Harley on the screen, Harley on the screen. We get it. Harley's part of the Suicide Squad. But I fucking enjoyed like Idris Elba being like a father figure to Ratcatcher. Dude, Ratcatcher fucking won. Taika Waititi, we didn't even talk about that. That was like awesome.
I mentioned Taika.
Did you?
Yeah. John Cena was fucking sick. LOL. Yeah, John Cena did good, man. He was perfect for that role. Did I?
Yeah, fucking John Cena. Yeah, the movie's sick, man.
Ratcatcher 2 was a pleasant surprise for me, and Gunn really a fan of the source material. Yeah, you can tell he's definitely a fan of it for sure. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a fun movie. Like, yeah, the cast was great. Like a couple slow parts, but it didn't take me out of it. It was such a fun movie. And rewatching it, I definitely enjoyed it a lot more rewatching it. So it's definitely rewatchable. Like rewatching it is definitely one of those flicks you can watch over and over. I want to watch it again, so I'll probably pick it up on 4K when it comes out. But yeah, it's a great flick. I'm digging it.
Like I highly recommend, like the word of mouth needs to do this movie service, because this is actually a really good DC movie. Yeah. Like the one thing that I'm hating right now is I think that there is a faction of fans when it comes down to it, because everything is divisive now. The new division between comic book fans is Marvel or DC. Just go out there and fucking enjoy fucking good movies, guys. who cares if DC? Yeah, they shat they fucking shat on shit. A couple of their movies, very bad. Marvel hasn't shat that bad, but they've like turned out some not so cool movies that they're just like okay. So, Marvel's done it too. It's just their financial loss hasn't been as big as probably as DC's.
Yeah, the DC, like they're bad at marketing too. They're not good at marketing. Honda Lauren, happy birthday, Scumbag Dre. Scumbag Dre's birthday. Awesome.
Happy birthday.
Scumbag. All right. So yeah, it's a great flick. I love this movie.
Very disappointed in Peacemaker and Rick Flag.
Oh yeah. That's Rick Flag dying. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah. Kinnaman was great in this movie too. That's another one person we didn't talk about. Yeah, Kinnaman was.
There's a lot of people we didn't talk about in this.
This is Kinnaman's best role, and I think he finally nailed using Kinnaman in a proper way. Like Kinnaman is a great actor, but he's just never been used properly, man. Especially like in the first movie, he was kind of almost generic. It didn't really vibe for me. This one, he had like a lot more heart, and he kind of showed what Kinnaman can be.
Personality.
I think Kinnaman did great in this movie. It was just a great cast all around. Yeah, James Gunn is good at picking these guys, these character actors, these like guys that probably don't get too much rub, and like kind of giving them a chance. And look what he's done with these D-level characters. So it's really good. I love it. Yeah, it's a great movie. All right, so any other spoiler talks before I end this? Spoiler? We're gonna have to probably end this show early. I'm getting calls from the landlord and shit, and I got to go deal with water damage. But all right, we're gonna end spoilers. Any other talk before I end the spoilers?
I just think that this isn't James Gunn last thing with Suicide Squad. I think he started something, and he's probably gonna do a 3-movie thing with this one. He's not done. He said some stuff up. People are like, yeah, I'm hoping it's more Team 1.
And you don't have to spend too much money on it. Yeah.
Team 2, John Cena. It's their dynamics that they have to try to work together. Two guys that tried to kill each other already. Yeah. That'd be a good fucking film, man.
All right. Yeah. Good. Well said, Rick. All right. We're going to end the spoilers. What was it? Callahan Man's one line was made. Yeah, we got to see Callahan Man and Double Down. Double Down was a cutty old Flash. Not old Flash, but a Flash villain. So that was cool to see them. All right. So we're going to forego Pool List and Hidden Gems this week because I got to go deal with a bunch of shit right now, and I'm not really happy about it. So we're going to end this one a little abruptly because I got a lot of shit to deal with. But Victoria, you are this week's Hidden Gem. We're just going to cut to the Hidden Gems. I appreciate you coming on and talking with us. I know you've been busy as hell, and I'm going down that road now too. So right. I feel your pain. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, thanks for having me back. I feel like I'm the least educated in comic books on guests, but I'm always happy to be here and learn more about it from you guys. Even if I sound silly sometimes, it's always fun to hang out and just learn about comics and talk about comics.
There you go. That's welcome to our life. Yeah. I appreciate you coming on. I really appreciate it. Yeah, sorry we have to end this so abruptly. I had some more stuff I wanted to talk about, but shit, life happens sometimes. Rick, always a pleasure.
Go take care of shit.
Yeah, all right. So like and subscribe to the video. We got some more fun stuff coming on.
Maybe I'll see you I'll see you up in the Bay soon.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Hopefully. We'll see what happens.
I'll just see you for like 10 minutes, just like in LA.
Pick me up from the airport.
There you go. I'll pick you up and roll around the airport for like an hour. Hi, Victoria. Good to see you. Sorry again, Ray, for the water damage. Yeah, me too. I got attacked by Ocean Master. All right. So I'm going to deal with this shit. I'm not looking forward to it. But all right. Everyone have a good week. Be safe. Like and subscribe to the video. Look out for more cool shit. Follow the YouTube. Follow the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next week.